Okay, so I want to kind of get you familiarized with the terminology of iMovie. Once you launch iMovie, which is right down on your bar there, you need to understand that you can start a project. Okay, so if I go new project, what's going to pop up is a project with no theme, or it can have a theme like that is a photo album. So everything that you edit will actually fit into a photo album, and any of the transitions. There's a bulletin board, there's a comic book. I do most of my editing with no theme. You name the project. I'm going to cancel this because I've already set up a project here. So that is the project that you'll work on. And anytime you want to go back to see your projects that you've done in the past, you click on this button and you can see all your projects, a list of projects that you've worked on in the past, which is really helpful. But for right now, we started a new project called Hope Rising, and now I'm going to import some videos. Now, here's the thing. What you're going to do is drag and drop video clips that you're going to be using to do editing. Now, it's just like iPhoto in that there are events that you can create. I have Hope Rising August. And what I'm going to do, this is how I do it. I'm going to actually take videos out of my iPhoto studio that came off my iPhone. I need a couple of those clips. So what I'm going to do is go find them. Find those clips. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take those clips, and I know which ones they are, and I'm going to transfer them into the Hope Rising August. That's the little project I'm going to do. So I hold down the mouse key and pull and completely cut. Just take the whole clip and I move it right into August. Okay? And it says you're about to copy this entire clip to the event. Say, yeah, I want to do that. That happens to be a clip that I did live at the park. And then there's two more clips that I want. I want this little clip down here. And so I'm going to take that and I'm going to move it right in there. Now, at any point, I'm going to just do a little quick demo here. I can actually click on the clip, and that kind of gives me an enlarged screen here of what that clip looks like and so forth. At any time, if I want to play that clip, as I've got it all marked off, I can just hit my space bar and it'll start playing the clip. Hit your space bar and it'll pause it. Now that is the clip I want, so I'm going to drag that in there. So I've dragged in and copied a couple clips, and those are a couple clips that I want. Okay. Now what I will do is I can go into my Hope Rising August, and I now see my copy clips. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is actually highlight what I want. Now if I just want a portion of a clip, I can just grab the portion and pull it up into here. And it only will take that portion. So it's really, really good. Now I'm going to delete that, as I actually want this whole clip, and this whole clip. But I also want an exterior video. And so I'm going to go, I've actually have a hard drive. I'm going to go and I'm going to import my movie from another place, not iPhotos. I'm going to actually import it from my disk, and I'm going to go in to a folder called Movies, and it's the Gaither vocal band, and I'm actually going to import that, and I want to add to the existing event. This is very important, because if I want to create a new event, I can, but I'm going to add it to the Hope Rising August because it's going to be all part of my project. So I go ahead and import it, and it'll take a minute or two, so I'm going to pause the video. Okay, so now it's just coming to the end. I decided to pause it so you didn't have to wait and listen to me talk and waste time. But it's optimizing that video, and it's going to generate a thumbnail very quickly. And it's going to process that and put it into the event. So if you master iPhoto events, you can actually create your iVideo events and have them classified in catalog any way you want to. Now I do my projects one at a time. At any time, if I wanted a clip from, like a welcome video, I could actually take a portion of this and I could move it into my Hope Rising August. I mean, you can get as complicated and as multi-layered, and depending on your classifications, I'm finding that this is a really important way for you to keep track of where your video and your media is. So anyways, now we have every element that I've got for my project. So I'm going to do a very, very simple project right now. I've got an intro. This is well edited. It's off my iPhone, and it's kind of got that webcam feel. I'm just going to put this as an introduction. Okay, and then I'm gonna actually put this other clip right here. I'm gonna actually grab that and I'm gonna put it right after this. Now here's an important thing. If I want a transition, some kind of transition, it's gonna default to actually do kind of a cross dissolve. But if I want to go over here, there's these buttons here. There's music. If I want to go to iTunes and grab some music and actually put that music, drag that music over here and put it underneath. If I want to go to photos, I can actually grab photos and put them in a slideshow kind of components. If I want to put text over the top or to the side or anything like that. And this is an important button right here, transitions. So for this kind of a video, I just kind of want I'm going to use what's called a cube. I kind of like the cube idea. So I'm going to just grab that cube. I'm going to put it in here. Now, if I want to take a look at this, the really cool thing is I can just, and I'm going to mute this out so you don't have to hear it. You can kind of just watch it. I hit my space bar. Now watch, we're going to see that transition right about now. See how it spins in there? And that is exactly what I wanted to do. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just get rid of these transitions, and I'm going to go in my project, and I'm going to actually take this next clip right here, and I'm going to put it in there. And I want another transition there, but I want something a little softer in the transition. I think kind of like a cross blur would be kind of cool. And the really cool part of this whole scenario is I can back it up. I can hit the space bar. See where the red line is? Hit the space bar and watch the transition right over here, guys. So watch, it's coming right now. It cross blurred. So I kind of like that transition. That's cool. And so I'll just go to my last and final piece that I want to do, and that is this long. It's actually a long clip that's all professionally made, and I'm going to go ahead and the whole entire clip, and I'm going to put it right up into my what is called storyboard. Now obviously I'm going to have to come back up. I want to do some kind of a transition between this and that, so I put my cursor, my red line right in there, and I'll go over to my transitions. See how amazing it is? And I'm going to have kind of a page curl kind of effect. Now you can get too carried away with these with these effects. You may not like them, depending on what mood you're trying to create. Okay, but let's I want that a little slower. So you see this when I'm over this transition, it says 5 seconds. And you see this little setting thing, blue down here. I can actually push on that arrow, and it comes to transition adjustments. Now, I want the duration of this actually to be 2 seconds. Okay? So I'm going to actually do this I'm gonna it's a half a second. I'm gonna actually do this. I'm gonna actually do a 2.0 second fade. Let's just try that. And then when we come here, we can actually see how that goes. Because I want it to be a little slower fade. So that's a little better. I like that a lot better. And I just adjusted it. So hit the space bar and I'm ready to go. So now, this has been, a very important video. I've got my video completely done. Let's just say I've got it done. Now you can play, with your text, functionality, or your photos, or your music underlying and so forth. You can do all that stuff any way and how sophisticated you want. It's just playing around with it and making it kind of a fun little project. But now we're ready to share this video. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this on my channel on YouTube, and that happens to be a channel called Press Into Restoration. So I have another account called RRKSINC, but I'm going to just do, I'm going to add an account right now. Add an account, and it's Press Into Restoration. And I click that, and now password. I'm not going to tell you my password, but that's my password. And I've got education. I've got Hope Rising's the title because that's the name of my project. I'm going to call it update. And I'm going to say, Hope Rising video update. I can put tags in. I can say Kurt Steele. I can say Hope Rising Church. I can say, let's say, I say Campbell Park. Oops, got to spell it right. There you go, like that. And I can make this a medium size. I kind of like medium size or large size. I think I'm going to go with large right now. And I'll go next, and then I'll go publish. There we go. And it's published. Now, that was just a fluke thing. So sometimes that happens. I'm going to pause it because it's going to take a while. It says 21 minutes. Once the processing has been done, you can check in your account and check in videos. And the video that you uploaded will actually be set and ready to go. Always check to make sure it's public, so before you share it, that it's actually public. And you'll notice the video we just put together is actually up now on the Press Into Restoration channel. And of course, that's the basics about iMovie and how to bring in certain video clips and edit them in a project from an event. So hopefully that was helpful.